Ahoy there folks, and welcome back to the In-Stock Takedown, where today we are taking a look at the All Elite Wrestling Unrivaled Collection Action Ring. This is I believe the UK exclusive set that contains the Cody Rhodes exclusive figure. So, box is looking pretty standard. It looks like your fairly standard single moulded bit of plastic ring posts with a single moulded ring. You got the Kenny and the Jericho figures that look like they were prototypes from Wave 1 on there, which is quite nice. Not much else on the backs and the tops of the boxes. What do we got on the back? Again, using Kenny and Jericho. Can't tell who the two biggest stars there are at the time. You've got Jericho on the back as well. On the screen. Yeah, made by Wicked Cool Toys, distributed by 𝙄𝙤-𝙎𝙩𝙤𝙬𝙠. So, let's see if we can't get this open and put together without too much fuss. Okay, so that was fairly simple to put together. A nice single clear sheet of instructions, mostly sticker work as it goes on. So, we'll have a look at Cody later. Let's take a quick look at the ring first and foremost. So, yeah, it's primarily consisted of two bits of plastic, one ring skirt and one canvas, which is nice, smooth bit of plastic. There's a bit of static going on there, though. Now that I've rubbed it, that's not so good. Slightly concerning. There's a bit of a wave to the old ring skirt. I don't know if you can see that on there. Let's get a secondary camera up and running. So yeah, it's really difficult to sort of make out, but there is a definitive wave built in to the ring skirting. It's odd design. I will complain about the stickers being far and away too big. I mean, if it just had the logo, yeah, fair enough, that would have made sense. But these stickers are humongous, and yeah, to get them on straight first time is just, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. The canvas also, there we go. It's also got the ruffles on the top, which looks effective, but I'm not so sure on it myself. Not massive fan of that effect. Main sticker on the inside, not a problem. The top of the canvas looks like it's been almost scored to try and give that, well, it's like a Photoshop effect of canvas. You know, it looks like a material rather than a lump of plastic, which is, yeah, it's not too bad, not too shabby. Why am I that dirty already? Oh god, good grief, Charlie Brown. Okay. Actual construction itself was relatively simple, nice and easy as it goes. Posts going nice and easy. The stickers on the turnbuckles, previous experience, they don't last. Even without play, they tend to lose sticky tack, and yeah, they just end up falling off, and I don't typically bother putting them on for that fact, which is, yeah. They're nice and sturdy, the turnbuckles, though, and you know, it's nice, one solid lump of plastic, the 3 buckles and the post. Clunks in, not a problem. Ring ropes are really, really taut and springy. Again, they're using the tied off method, which I absolutely hate when it comes to these ring ropes, but this is not a massive top end quality product. This is a child's plaything, so this is not one of those things that's going to be too much detail. There's little bits here and there, but nothing you're looking to pay a premium for. So, to get an idea of scale, we'll first have to have a look at our Cody Rhodes exclusive figure. Right, that's him out of the packaging. Again, packaged with the weightlifting belt and the protective plastic because, as we know, the rubber accessories and clothes that these figures come packaged with have a tendency to leave marks on the plastic of the figure. Here we go. So his weightlifting belt says AEW on TV, not TNT. Because absolutely nowhere is there any TNT branding on this product. Most likely so they can sell it on in future. And because, let's face it, they don't have to be true to form and real life. Because it's not, well, it's not a replica crowd. It's a toy crowd. This Cody Rhodes looks pretty good. Nothing wrong with it. He's missing the American Nightmare tattoo on his neck, but he's got the dream in his chest. Fairly standard. In fact, I'm fairly certain that this is exactly the same mould as from the Unrivaled Collection Series 1. He's got more of a pinky toned skin, which is quite nice compared to the yellowish, bright, bold from Wave 1. Yeah, it's exactly the same head sculpt. Better painting. Yeah, I'd say slightly better painting. Not much difference. I think the eyebrows look a bit more realistic and the eyes. That could be the skin tone making it all pop, though. But yeah, same rubber weightlifting belt with a different thing on it. Exactly the same. No, not exactly the same. Same style of gear, but slightly differently painted. I mean, you can see specifically from the logos on there, on the sides. 2 very distinct logos there, using the same style boots, just in different colour. Yeah, how does he compare to other Codys? I mean, compared to, yeah, I mean, the skin tone's pretty similar there on the TNT exclusive champion Cody, so that's pretty good. Also, we've then got the Wave 4 Cody, again, similar, much the same outfit as well, just with different. In fact, that is exactly the same logo, just with different colorations. So this exclusive Cody is a bit of a mishmash of all the other Codys we've seen so far. All in all, he's not a bad figure. It's basically like getting Wave 1 Cody with a better skin tone. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty legit. So, in terms of scale, yeah, that's not too bad. As far as toy rings go, he looks like he belongs there. Height-wise, I mean, if you want to compare it to the, you know, full-scale ring, I do have that video, and I will link it down below. And you can see there's a massive difference. In fact, there is a massive difference in scale. I mean, quite literally, you know, it's like twice the size of this ring. Which is more in fitting, but in terms of, you know, just toys and collectors and people, you know, who want to play with these things, yeah, it looks fine, it looks decent, there's nothing untowardly wrong with it. It is what it is fine. Let's have a look at Darby in here, because Darby's one of our smallest figures. How does he look in the ring? He still looks pretty small in that ring. He still looks pretty tiny, all things considered. So that's not too shabby. How about Matt Hardy? He's one of our biggest figures, and yeah, he looks pretty good in there too. I have to say, it's not, you know, it's not to scale, but it looks the business. It doesn't do too bad. Let's have a quick look and see if we can compare to a WWE Mattel ring. So we have ourselves here the Shark Cage wrestling ring playset from Mattel. So we'll ignore the shark cage because that's entirely missable in this point. Let's just take a look at the ring itself. So let's have quickly put these ring ropes up, and we can get a good look and see some differences. So the Mattel ring does indeed have the frilled top of the canvas, which is much the same as AEW. This particular ring doesn't have a full base, therefore didn't have any stickers, but it has a similar sort of thing. They've got the rounded corner posts and turnbuckles that look a lot thicker this way. Ooh, a lot thicker this way, but the turnbuckles are a lot smaller than AEW's much wider ones. The ring ropes are actually secured into, I believe, this turnbuckle, or maybe the other one, so there's no way of them coming out, which is quite nice. And you don't see the nasty little the ties and the knots inside the elastic, which is quite nice. The ring ropes themselves are very, very springy, very nice indeed. And the ring canvas is, yeah, once again, slightly textured, nothing amazing. It's a bit grubby, but it is what it is, with an embossed logo as opposed to a sticker on this one. Again, using a similar sort of principle of two different bits of plastic, but this has a bit of spring to it, because it literally does come off the main part of the ring. I don't know, you can sort of see there is definitely a spring there. Adds an extra bit of realism, bit of impact onto the thing. Now I do believe, no, there's no spring involved, it's literally just plastic which bounces in place, which is really a nice feature but not essential. So overall they're fairly comparable. Yes, this one's a bit shorter, but that's because it's got the extra play feature and I need to cut down on plastic somewhere. But yeah, most standard rings are about the similar sort of size. They all sort of fit. I say that's fairly compatible in size. Yeah, basically compatible. So, in terms of a wrestling ring for your action figures, for those who are looking to play rather than display, this ring's pretty good. It's really decent. Honestly though, if you own a WWE Mattel ring, you're not worried about branding and anything, you don't need to get this. If you've already got wrestling rings, they're more than serviceable. Let's face it, most of these plastic wrestling rings haven't changed the formula since 1998. I think was when WCW released one basically the same sort of style. Minor tweaks and improvements, nothing which is dramatic or all that important. The Cody Rhodes itself is fine if you missed Wave 1 and didn't pick up TNT exclusive Championship Cody. So yeah, it's a nice little addition, not missing an awful lot though, it's just a Cody Rhodes figure. So overall, if you're looking to get a ring for your figures and don't have Cody Rhodes, well worth getting, definitely worth the purchase. For those of you who are looking for a lot more from your money, with your money, maybe not to go for this one. I suggest going for the Elite Scale ring, possibly waiting for the Aubrey Edwards rather than the Kenny Omega, and yeah, getting yourself a different Cody. But yeah, that has been the All Elite Wrestling Action Ring, and yeah, I shall see you next time we step back between the ropes. Ta-ra for now.